Hi, I just saw my mod is there. Hi. Mod, if you wish to ban the person in chat that just asked an artist if they're allowed to do some arts for my own channel, um, I might wish you to reconsider. Plus, you did not follow. Thank you. Hi, welcome on stream. Welcome everyone. Let me just change the music. A man cannot eat in peace very much, so very much. I look 3 minutes away.
Hi, chat.
So, if you guys are wondering what I'm gonna be up to, I'm gonna be working on documents. I have a group of students who are going on internships starting this Wednesday, and I have a bunch of documents to get ready for them to print, as well as some other stuff. So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be working with Pomodoros, just like usual. I'm actually gonna move my OBS to the side so that I have my big screen available to me. And I'm just gonna be doing it through the 25 minutes. I decided to start streaming a bit earlier because I'm expecting this to be a very long task. So that's what you're doing, okay? Is anyone gonna be keeping me company? You're drawing? You're drawing a man. Who are you drawing? What do you mean you're drawing a man? Yeah, that's why I got caught. A Dante. Oh, understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, just saw that I got a little notification. Okay. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna put in the time it's going. You already know how this goes. 25 minutes. Gonna kick it off, and let's see how much work I can get done. Twenty 26 bingo didn't have hyperfixation over old game character in the bingo, but I guess that's how we roll in. Holy shit, 20 stream streak. Jeez. So this one is because I get information. This one. All the streams open so we don't get another dumb awesome card. Thanks. It didn't change on YouTube again? I'm gonna go change it. Sorry about that. You change it? Oh, then you can, right? I know it didn't. I haven't. I'm still taking care of documents. I was asking if you could do it. Yeah, since you have mod role. Maybe change it. Okay, I'm changing it up. Oh, I need to update that message. Just noticed it. It is not anything. Oh, posture check. Okay. A little stretch in the middle of the posture check. You got a 2 for 1, bro. Hello. Go on stream. That is pretty cool. You know, hear me right now? Might be either a mic thing or on your side. You can hear me now? Then it was a mic thing. Must have had the mic a little too off to the side. About Ireland. I haven't been to Ireland in a very long time, but I very much like it. And Irish people tend to be very sweet people as well. And then was wild. Forgot that camera moved. Yeah, I usually turn it off, especially on the guild streams, but for these ones I can have it on. Oh! It's break time. Ooh, stretchy stretch. I am about... I'm going through the first pass of documents, and I'm on document... I'm about to do the last two, which is in reality just gonna be one. Then I'm gonna recheck everything. Then I have to make a list of all the documents that I actually need to have and take a look at what's missing. As well as I need to send off some emails still tonight to wrap up a couple of things. And then it will be a bit of like, okay, I have the info for this document, I have the info for this document, what are the documents I can fill out and send off to print tomorrow morning. And then when that is done, I'll move to a holding task that is more physical with actually arranging papers and stuff. Because there's only so much I can do today about all of these documents, but I do have some older documents that I need to sort through, and I wanted to dedicate today to just do that. I brought the folder with me to school, but I ended up not being able to do the thing that I wanted at school, so I'll be doing it here. Do you like my candle in the back? I'm actually enjoying having it on screen, doing it like little ambience for the stream. It's pretty neat. I have a cat and you're making it harder to mod. I love the candle. The candle smells so nice. It smells really good. I'm actually not feeling it as much as I wish it was. But, yeah. Sarah streams so much earlier than usual, and so we're probably gonna end it earlier than usual as well, I hope. That would be a good sign. It means that I got a lot of work done today. We'll see. Egan, what are the things that you still have to do for the guild? Did you finish editing the West Marches podcast? Or did you not? Not yet, okay. That's okay. I have clips to edit and 3 podcasts plus a teaser for Syndicate. Oh, sorry. West Marches? Syndicate? What is the 3rd podcast? Okay. Because I was like, there was no Chris Estrad, and Ages has been done, so it was a bit confusing. Yeah, I was a bit confused for a moment. So pick up to like catch up on editing this week. This week you're getting 3, but you're also getting a larger break next week. So that should be a good time to like catch up on a couple like assignment stuff. Juninho. Where's Juninho? Okay, back to work. The cat is biting my hand. It's called Spock. It hurts a lot. Yeah, I get that. I've already sent off like a couple of messages for a couple of things. think that people will only be able to answer like a bunch of them in the morning. I'm trying to take care of as much as possible right now. Not okay. Thank you. Thank you, bot, for following. So now I'm just going to recheck all my files. Ensure that everything is the way that it should be on this first round, at least. I think I was good doing this because I just found a mistake. Oh. Let me try to hear you. having to read some files actually. Because with the same I skipped over one of my students. I mean, I know exactly why I didn't. I skipped over because I'm still waiting on a response. But by doing so, I ended up not actually like getting his documents ahead because I was rushing through the documents that I knew I was more likely to finish. Now I can do these, and once the response is given, I can adapt if necessary. Or I just keep them the way they are. The nice thing about these documents in comparison to the ones that I had to do earlier this year is that these documents have very similar dates to the ones from last year. So I just need to change up the month, like the date, the day, and then change the year on each document. Yeah. Student is on hold because I'm waiting to hear from the company itself. I'm just checking something. Just checking this something. I'm biting off my nail. My nail broke off. Not like the polish chipped out. And since I have the nail itself like exposed, it's very thin and bitter, and now it actually should get like something like a nail file to clean it up, but I don't have a nail file. So it is what it is. You know what is the good thing about doing all of these is that my students moved houses and they did not update their documentation with the school. Please. Okay, no, my timer is up. So I'm just gonna move this to the side, do one pomodoro, and then I'll go actually and cut off my nail a little bit. What Discord notification? Oh wow. We need my little notebook. Finished. What? Thank you. Regards, my elbow needed that. 5-minute timer. I'm at a point where I'm like reaching out, sending emails about stuff, about the documents for the internship, as I'm also closing off documents. Hydrate. So currently I have like a little list in front of me of all my students and what I'm trying to do for each of them, basically. So I absolutely love this pen. It's a erasable pen. It's a friction. I need to use it, a palette friction actually. I need to use it because of some like official documents that cannot have any sort of mistakes, so this comes in clutch. I also bought like a bunch of ink refills, like 9 of them, so that because I will write with them a lot, but I'm loving it. I love how it glides over the paper. I don't like the ink. It's like a juicy pen, and it's really nice that like they are like this refillable, and that you can change them around. Like, that is nice. I liked it. I like them. Super nice. It wasn't super cheap. You're not super expensive, I did though. I had these ones, which are like a Stanger, just erasable gel pen as well. That also erase my friction. I actually like this eraser more than the ones that come with the frictions. But ink-wise and the way that the pen, like the pen feels on hand, this one is much nicer. Very, very nice. I was very happy with this purchase, and I'm using it already just to write along. back to work. I actually got back because I could not do it. Mm, Big protocol, even though it's Hello. How are you? I'm great. A bit busy with work. Thank you so much for the follow. So I have a typo. Welcome in on chat. Welcome in on stream. We are all chill vibes and good stuff.
Stoffen wassen, grote last. Heb je zo op de kast. Pak een glas, pak fles. Zuipen is de les. Schenk hem in, zuip hem op. Gas door, voetstop, nederop. Piek op, rechtstreeks. Eindhoven. Straat om zijn top zijn kop niet te geloven. Mensen staan springen, lachen, ja, zuipen zich te flatteren. Maar de volgende ochtend zit je op de pot en opgeknatterd. Katos, morgens, Eindhoven. Straat om zijn top zijn kop niet te geloven. Mensen staan springen, lachen, ja, zuipen zich te flatteren. Maar de volgende ochtend zit je op de pot en opgeknatterd. Katos, morgens, spetters. Van die last, grondglas, maakt het niet nog gekker. Rondlopen de wekkers. Tik, tik, duik stekker. Om het Hennessy op, voel ik me lekker. Eindhoven.
Oh no.
Not a world of words, but of things that you cannot express.
Even no last protocol for tonight. I just need to go get my keys. Because I have my pen. And it's properly formatted for the school printer, so I'm gonna go get them. Wait, it's fun. I have a bunch of files to put in it. That. All the files are on the pen. I'm gonna put them back where I need them. So now that I've taken care of all of these, I'm gonna start taking care of the folder where I need to put all the documents. Okay. How am I gonna do this? Grand question, by the way. Really good for archival, so we're using this. Now, how do I want to do this? I don't really have dividers. Hi, welcome. I don't really have dividers for the folder itself. So, how can we do this? I could use... I have some sheets of paper, like colored sheets of paper. I can use them as dividers. There's 2 classes. And I know I have a bunch of plastic sleeves and that I want to have 1 plastic sleeve per student. Because it helps me organize this. And here are the sleeves. I think I'm going to need some other sleeves that are on another folder that needs to be undone. Basically, I'm actually going to move. I have a stream on that screen when I want you here. Hi. So, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to count the sleeves, put in a divider, and then I need to print a bunch of stickers with students' names. Because last time I did not do that, and I regret it. Because it was necessary. So I'm gonna do stickers for each student with their numbers as well. I'm gonna do it for both classes. Then I'm gonna print the other stickers that I have to print, because I have some label stickers that like tell me the documents that need to be inside of each folder. So I'm gonna do that. And now we have a long break, so I guess I'm not gonna start that now. So I can close this out. I can move this one from here for a little bit. And I can do a long break. So how is everyone doing? How is everything going on for you guys? I just noticed my... Oh, shit. I just noticed my vertical layout is kind of whack. Oh shit, that's a little large. Okay, I think that's good. Got cat on my arms confused. What a great problem to have. Oh yeah, might as well show you the little printer that I use. the Famimo M110, I think. It's a tiny printer, laser printer. It's the one that I use to print labels for the folders, because they help me a ton. Look, here I am a peasant that relies on lists and tables and lists and tables and lists and tables so I don't forget shit. And I need it. Because otherwise things will get missed out and I will forget to do one single document and it will be the bane of my existence. So that's the system that I found to help me confirm that I have everything ready and everything okay. So I'm doing that for, like, I'm setting up the document for these students, or like the folder for these students as well. But in reality, I'm setting it up because of the students have finished their internship way earlier this year. And I've been kind of careful with their documents, but their documents are not all fully, like, taken care of yet. So since I am in a bit of a standstill, and now I'm gonna start moving out of the house again a bit more, because I'm gonna be going back to the masters and I'll be having to visit these students as well. Some of the internships are actually close together, so I might be able to like merge stuff together and be like, oh yeah, I'm visiting this student, but also getting taken care of these documents that I need to take care of. So that's kind of the point. I just noticed that I did not jump in on Threeps today. I'm doing that. My village has been taken. I'm actually quite happy that I managed to take care of a good chunk of documents. So, like, what am I missing? I'm missing 2 students that isn't their fault. It's like the internship hasn't given that information yet, so I'll be calling them straight on in the morning to be sure that they give it to me as soon as possible. So perhaps I can even print everything in the morning still. Then I have 3 students. 2 of them I'm waiting on a response, and I'll try to get it tomorrow morning as well. And another one, I actually think I already got a response, but they didn't say it. So like, they already took in the yes, but they haven't told me they took in the yes, so I need to call them in. And when I call them in, I need to ask them the rest of the info. I also think that the student in particular has a different address. And by having a different address, it means that documents are also not going to be valid. That is a problem that I had this year with this class a lot, is that their documents do not match what we have on our part of like our school platform. And I have at least 4 students in this position. And like, one of these students has all the documentation taken care of. She just did not bring it to school. One student does not have the documentation taken care of. And then the other 2, I have an idea. And I get so many. Like, it's a small class, but 4 students is quite a lot. So these are all students that have moved houses from last year to this year. And when they moved, it means that now the documentations do not match the current address. Yeah. We'll see. Like, for me, the issue is not that massive. I need to fill things out according to what they have, supposedly. What might happen is that the students do not get paid for like their internship because they did not have their documentation according to reality. And some of these students are not Portuguese, so they're immigrating students, or yeah, so they do not even have Portuguese documentation. So, or like they're working towards Portuguese documentation, at least some of them. But yeah, so it's complicated. But I cannot do anything about those cases. That like all that I can do is take care, notice that things are not done properly, let them know, which has been what's been going on. Because like normally I wouldn't ask my students directly, but since I have the documentation from last year, I instead of like going checking it myself and changing it, I'm sending it to them and being like, "Hey, is this info right?" And if they tell me no, that information is wrong, which they have, I go check. And if the school platform is like, oh, but this is the right information, then I'll let them know, hey, this shouldn't be like this. And they need to credit to change it. Some of the students thought, like, one of the students thought they had told the school that they had changed the dress. They didn't. That's a whole different ordeal. So there's that as well. This is what you get for. This is what you get in like state blah, supported programs, like financially supported programs. And the students do not have costs involved. So like students do not pay to go to the internship. They do not pay to be at the school. They do not pay for meals. None of that. But if they do not have the documentation matching everything, they will also not get paid from the internships themselves. And if by any means they do not take care of the proper documentation, especially these like immigrant students that come in to take in this course, if they do not take care of all the documentation, they basically have to, at the end of the course, pay everything that they have used. So like all the meals that they've eaten, perhaps all the like financial supports that they took for the transportation, they need to pay for all of that. Yeah. So documentation is very important in this case. And if people ever tell me again, being an immigrant is so easy because you live off like support, no, you do not. You do not. And we all know that state institutions are not always very productive, active, efficient overall. So I know some of these students have actually tried to go to locations and try to get their stuff done. Like I have a student that is currently going like every single week to try and get documentation done, and they cannot because there's so many people. There's also that. Okay, on to the folders. I have a class with 7 students, which is not a lot, I know. And then I have a class with 15 students, which was my biggest class. It wasn't, but it became. No, actually, it was always my biggest class. It just had more students at some point. At some point, there were 20. 20. So I'm grabbing my bullet leaves. I'm gonna put in 15. No, 16, because I need 15 for my students and 1 for protocols, because I keep my school internship protocols separately. School businesses. What's this? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I already have 1 out, so that makes it 16. And I got 2 colored kits. I have like a beige one and like a light orange actually one and a green one, which are going to be my dividers for now because I don't have actual dividers. Don't really have space right now. I do have a coaster. Good. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. I put in the whole country wrong. I think when a folder like is new, because it's so easy to open and close. I need to move the microphone. This is on. Let me. There's 16 and 10. The divider is in, and one for 8 more. Student, and one last one for the critical. Here. Divider are on, and now on to printing a bunch of labels. If this like label to print, I always need to cut it off. Let's see if I can print. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still have the document saved on my phone. Yeah, it's here. So I have 15 students on one class, 7 on the other, math 22. So I have to do print 22 of each. That's a lot. But this is necessary, so I don't forget shit. I love this. Next, like, look at this. So fun. Okay. Actually need to roll this back, I feel like. Yeah, I need to roll this back. Oh, hydrate, okay. And now I want to change it to some smaller labels. But so you guys know more or less what it says. It basically has a couple of like the documents. I have 2 of them because I don't really have long stickers of these. So one of like each of them has 3 things that I need to ensure that all students have in their files. Might they be grades, might they be like your little notebooks, which are basically like this, which have their grades and everything. I need to ensure that I have all of that signed, that I have all the documents signed, that I have everything set up apart, and so that in case someone needs to verify documents, everything is okay. I wanna have like a tiny little sticker. These are like some rectangle stickers. I want to have these tiny stickers with their names. So that I didn't do that last year, and it meant that I was basically rolling out of memory and trying to find a student per order. But if I have the names at the top, I can make sure. And that way, the names will line up with my my notes, and I'll be like, it will be easier to just keep track of stuff. So I'm gonna put that. Nice thing about this kind of tasks is that after some time doing it, you kind of find methods to improve over them. Fish. Do that. What do you mean? I hate this. The app changed, so they don't have the fonts that I like. No, means Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? I swear to God. Should I do this like 10? I don't understand this. This makes no sense. You guys are okay. I cannot really show it to you guys because I have student names showing up at the file. But long story short, I'm trying to send this off to print, and I am trying to set it up in a way so that I only print one ticket at a time. But it wasn't working. Well, actually, I have files for 2 tickets. And I was like, okay, this isn't going the way that it should, so let me set up a file for a single ticket alone. And as I set up the file for a single ticket alone, it starts printing too. Which was the thing that wasn't doing. And that I wanted it to do first. We love technology. Okay. It's fine. I think I found my way about it. Oh. Why? Why would you do that? What? God. Why would you do that? Like, why would you print it sideways? I swear to fucking gods. Please don't print sideways. Thank you. It actually worked now. Do you guys enjoy the zoom ins and zoom outs? Okay. It's working. The fonts are really pretty, I gotta say. Okay, yeah, this was a good idea. Okay, now on to 11th grade. Actually, just gonna do a little pause to medication. Because I absolutely forgot that there was such thing called medication to take. Although I just noticed the time was almost done, so if I had noticed this, I could have waited. Anyways. I felt. I just noticed that I'm not putting in their numbers, but I think that's okay. Because I already have their names. And we don't really go by numbers. I probably should start enforcing it though. It's good practice. Have been printed. Names look really pretty. And now time it, damn it. It's basically like that. Then from here. And I'm also drinking my tea. I still have a full mug of tea. I want to put it down. I'm afraid of damaging the folder. We almost did it. Am I chugging the tea down? Yeah. Is there an objective guide? I'm gonna take this to the kitchen. And I might actually go to the bathroom as well, so I'll BRB. I'll BRB. Alright, guys. I know the timer is up. I almost performed a minor catastrophe.
That I had to clean up.
Let's just say a bunch of Q-tips met their demise at the floor. Yeah?
And I had to pick them up.
Yeah. Now, on to putting stickers. I think this will be the last Pomodoro of the night. I mean, it should honestly be the last Pomodoro of the night. Hydrate, okay. It has been drunk. So first and foremost, I'm sticking like this tiny sticker, as you can see, like very small. That is their name at the top right corner of the sleeve, so that I know that the sleeve belongs to them. So that when I'm looking through, it's like, oh, I need something from this student. What do I have? Or like, this is the folder where those documents need to have, like, need to exist. So let's look at it. I also am very adamant, like, I only cross something on these folders when they are inside of the sleeves. So the student might have gifted it to me already. I might have it somewhere. But until they are inside of the sleeves, they don't exist, you know? Because I am very prone to losing stuff inside my own backpack. It has happened multiple times. I spent like the past 2 weeks looking for a sheet of paper that I found this morning. Jesus, camera, please stop. I know I'm moving, but it's not that bad. Stop being dramatic. Okay, so 12th grade students are names are all put in. Now on to 11th grade. Since this is the last Pomodoro of the night, like, whatever I get done today, I get done today. If I need some extra days to set this up, I need some extra days to set this up. I should have done this for myself earlier. Keeping in mind I have the whole system already set up since last year. It's just dumb of me that I didn't do it. Okay. We live and we learn. Last name. Okay, last name in. And now, on to these ones. So, I need to put in all the first ones, because the other rule, like, the rule is just ruled in. So, what I do is just, I place them right below the student's name. And I actually should start from the end, because then I have a better grid to start off from. And I have everything on the top right corner, so it's easier to see as I'm flipping instead of relying on having to flip the entire page, basically. I'm being a little, like, precious about the way that I'm putting the stickers, but I'm also not very precious about it. I like to have some form of alignment, at least. That's about it. I don't really care for perfection. This is more a functional thing. If they can look pretty, which they do, by the way, if they can just look pretty as I use them, then I'll be happier. It also helps me, like, understand what students I need to call. Like, hey, have you signed the documents? I need this document. I still don't have it. Kind of thing. Please, camera, stop. Oh my god, I'm gonna turn off the autofocus. It's bothering me as hell. Like, can you stop moving? There we go. Now it's stopped. Let me just check something.
Scrolls and on Roman tablets, alphabet systems were recorded by hand. Then, in 15th century Germany, Johann Gutenberg made possible the printed page, introducing movable type that could be set in any combination. The Chinese had used such type for half a century, but it was new in Europe, and its spread was revolutionary.
We got a notification on Discord about some page verification stuff. Here, I did download Cadia, by the way. God damn, what a sneeze.
The wars and revolutions that reshaped Europe in the 18th century were signaled across the countryside by the earliest semaphore. Meanwhile, in America, men pushed west across the new continent.
Sticker for the 11th grade. The 11th grade or the 12th grade is done. On to the second sticker. No, the first sticker's first. For the 11th. I'm just gluing on stickers, okay? Look at how long that's taking me. I promise it's gonna be worth it. Because I did this last year and it actually saved my ass. And I should have done it earlier than I did.
Vital communication followed the swifter route over the ferry by Pony Express. But soon the telegraph stretched across the continent to carry these messages. In 1840, Samuel Morse had patented a machine that sent and received a coded message, upheld through wire by electricity.
Last of the first sticker has been glued. Now we go to the second part. Wow, final part, actually. There it is. The advantage on having students go on internships on first time is that in case documents get lost, we have so much time to fix it. Which happened last year. It was a pain. Had a student lose some papers, and we had to redo the whole thing. It was very tough. Especially because I only picked up on it quite late. Because I didn't check as thoroughly as I do now. Okay. So all the stickers are removed. And I think I can start putting stuff here. I have a bunch of envelopes with documents. Like a bunch of them. And it's time for me to check what I have and mark it off. Nearly everything. Still missing a document. But he was meant to take care of it this week. So, waiting to hear from him about it. This. 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 I also have this. And I also have this. I'm just missing one thing from him. Great. Like this. Nice. Now, these documents are dated. So I'm gonna set them aside. This. I had a couple of these documents also inside today, so no, I have been on this stuff. Okay, so let's configure it. I should configure it. I think I checked it. Agent. Documents, we can care. The documents that are not signed yet, that we need to get signed. Almost done. Almost done. Yeah. The one got signed today. Okay, there we go. That's the end. That's the end of stream. As well just show you kind-ish what this folder looks like. Right now. It was empty, okay? It's currently like this. It still isn't a lot. Okay? It is very little. But it has a bunch of sleeves, a bunch of stickers as well to indicate all that I need to identify. Has 2 dividers. Look at this pretty divider. And yeah, I started like settling down what I need. Oh, folder. And I'm actually gonna leave it on the floor because it's the best on the ground right now. So I'm off the end of the stream. What I have to say, I don't really have much to say. So I'm gonna pause the timer. Yeah, melatonin starting to kick in. So do I have announcements, speakers? What do I have announcements for tonight? Oh, I will not be streaming on Saturday since it's Valentine's Day and we're planning on dining out to celebrate Valentine's, so I will not be home to stream. I could move stream to Friday. I'm not exactly sure about that. But keep in mind, no stream on Saturday. I'll probably take the weekend off as we have some other stuff also happening at the guild. And the following week, I'm gonna have a little break, school break. So I might take advantage of it. Announcements for other things. The guild will be having its session 3 of Lex Studiae on Wednesday night, DM'd by Ekin. That is my bonding pad, and that has been ever so present. As usual, we get Christmas Stroud on Thursdays, which Erin will be hopefully DMing again. We have been getting a bit of bad luck in that regard since a couple of our companions have been struggling with their lights regarding the storm that has been affecting a good chunk of the country. And then on Sunday, we're going to be having a special episode, one shot, to celebrate Valentine's and Carnival all in one go. That is also going to be DM'd by Ekin. I will be hopefully doing the artwork for the characters. So if you want to see some stuff about that, you can jump in on Sunday and watch that at the guild. If you are an impatient fuck, you're always allowed to subscribe here on Twitch, and I do share my private, confidential assignments on Discord, on the Discord server of Arcadia. Might as well. I never do a bit of a shout out about that, but I shall. If you subscribe here on Twitch, you get access to basically all my warm-ups or all my early accesses. I should be doing emotes, but I've been very late to the party in that regard, so I gotta catch up on a bunch of emotes that Twitch subscribers deserve. But if by any means you feel like a Twitch sub might be a little too expensive for you to take on, if you subscribe through Kofi for $1, €1, so I don't know how Kofi converts to other currencies, but if you if you support through Kofi, you get access to Discord as well. You just get it a lower tier, but you still get access to my warm-ups, to my early accesses, to my random rambling stuff. Because I am very active on the memberships, at least talking and all of that. Although it might seem like I'm not releasing that much stuff, I am very active there. You can see it there. So yeah, I think that's all for the self-promo. I'll be going. I'll be going to sleep because I'm exhausted. And I will hopefully see you guys next week. So, bye!